Well, someone asked me today, they said there was an urge to pursue their career, although they're married for a while and they have children, and suddenly there is this urge. And I'd say, go for it. Don't let anyone or anything stop you. If there is an urge to do something, even prior to thought, or at the same time thought arises, that's it. It's telling you do something. Because the moment we stop the doership, that which is needed in the moment arises spontaneously. And it's always the right decision. There is never a wrong decision. So go for it. Because you never know. You might start doing what you love. And when you do what you love, you don't work. It's like a hobby. Now, we go to sleep at night and the thinking stops and we don't fall apart. Yet, we wake up in the morning and all of a sudden, in a bed, the thoughts start the chatter. They just go and go and go, buzzing. And then the thought comes that I've got too many thoughts. So the thought tells you you've got too many thoughts. But the thought doesn't tell you what has the thoughts. They don't tell you the thoughts arise from emptiness, from nothingness. And let them arise. And it won't change upon recognition of our true nature. The thoughts continue in the morning. But now they arise the same way blow of wind arises, the same way anything arises in the manifest. And really we don't claim them. When we know we are not separate, it doesn't matter if there are too many thoughts or if there are too little thoughts, because there is no one in here, in this body, congested to say, I've got the thoughts. Thoughts arise, feelings arise, emotions arise. And frustration arises, anything arises. And we'll still go on. And you might ask, so what's the point? Well, it's pointless. Bad luck. And it's stunning that it's pointless. And hopeless. So, we woke up in the morning, all of a sudden, the thought says, you are the mother, you are the worker, you are a citizen, you are a passenger. A student. And then what you do, you you conceptualize yourself, the role that you are apparently acting during the day. And you really believe in that role so much that you start worrying, that you become anxious about the role you're playing. You get depressed about the role, whether it's a worker in an office. I'm a good worker, bad worker, I didn't catch up, I need to catch up, I haven't done this properly. Or have I met my goals? My manager might tell me off. And you keep thinking about work on the weekend. Even some people do anyway. And thinking about work is also working, meaning you don't rest. You're getting anxious about it. What's going to happen tomorrow? It's Monday. Will I be able to catch up? Same with the role of parent. Am I raising my children properly? Are they going to get good grades? What are they going to become? Are they going to become good citizens or bad citizens or troublemakers? Or will I have enough money to feed my children? What if I lose my job? What if I get sick, or if I'm unable to repay my mortgage? What if? That's what all the persons ask. Then they start thinking how to earn more money. I'll work more, longer hours, I'll work in another job, get another career. I need to apply for a better role, to become a manager, to get more money, to work more, meaning more frustration, more responsibility, more sleepless nights perhaps. And little we know, we waste a life working, traveling back and forth. So the next thing is we make our kids play sports, make them do activities so they don't miss out on that. And we actually go that far that we organize 5 to 7 activities for them. And they don't do a single one properly, so at some stage they have enough of it and they drop it all perhaps. Instead of probably choosing one, let them choose one and pursue it, do it properly, expand it, get them to do what they're talented at, what they love doing. Anyway, going back to sleep at night, there are no thoughts, body relaxes. Someone might call us by the name and we know, we can hear it, we register it. We are still aware, meaning we are asleep, but we are aware. So, deep sleep. What happens in a deep sleep? Do we get annoyed? Do the thoughts disturb us? What is our occupation in a deep sleep? How are you doing as a worker in a deep sleep? As a parent? How much money do you earn? Are you superior or inferior in a deep sleep? And what dreams that character, that body you believe yourself to be? Are you that character, or are you the dreamer? Or have they been witnessed by something? We might continue the same sleep following night. And following night, each night we might continue. So we would not know what's the reality. Is it waking dream? When we wake up in the morning, apparently, and go to work, school, getting worried, anxious, hungry, running around, believing something's going to be resolved tomorrow or it's going to get worse tomorrow. We go in the future, and yet there is no such a thing as future. Is there a future in a deep sleep? So we believe the dream, the waking dream during the day lasts longer, and the dream at night is short. But how do you know if there is no such a thing as time? Because a human invented a thing called clock and measures the time. Isn't it another invention, same as a word being invented, as languages invented by people? Birthdays, dates, all invented by people. So do they have any reality? Yet reality is prior to any happening, prior to any manifestation, prior to appearance of the things. So what are you when you are asleep at night? Maybe stay with that sense of aliveness, sense of presence, I amness. Stay with it as much as you can. And it might be smoother, but it might be happening by itself later. What am I? Go objectless. The dream happens and you see it's a dream. You go in the world, you go to work, you travel, go shopping. People annoy you, make you angry. The drivers annoy you on the road. Anger rises. Just maybe witness that. Don't get involved. Just see it is all witnessing, because there is awareness, self-awareing. It doesn't need your involvement as a separate entity, because there is no you that is separate. You are the wholeness. You are all of that, the traffic that is happening. You are that other person that annoys you. You are everything. Yet you are nothing, no thing. That contains everything again. Realizing this makes our lives much, much easier. Realizing there is no any other time but this. Stay in this. The thought hates this, what is. The thought wants to get you out of thisness, get you to the future, in the past, to bash you, to slap you, make you worried, sick, depressed, from which all illnesses arise. And you might have as many insights as you like, or you might not have any insights. The point is seeing for certain, non-conceptually, that you're not separate. Will I know it? You will. Because the moment you see that you're not separate, you will know that you cannot not go back to where you were before. You simply cannot go back. You will never believe in illusion again. There will not be such things as beliefs. You won't be believing in this and that. And life becomes easier. Any experience is not it. You might describe some events. I felt relieved. Today I don't. I lost it. The moment you think you lost it, ask yourself if you really have. Because one that sees no separation, they know that good or bad, pleasant, painful, happy, sad, arise still. But they don't focus on them anymore. They don't fixate on them. You wouldn't know bad without good, or good without bad. And why not? You just know that all of this passes. It can't be constantly bad or constantly good. It has to change constantly. But that which we are, which is base of us, which is prior to the manifestation, does not change. That cannot be described, and no one knows it. It's got no quality, it's got no color, it's got nothing, no speed. And maybe be aware of your well-being. You are being, and there is a well-being. You are well, always are. So you miss nothing, meaning there is nothing to search. What pursues you to search, even to take drugs, to become what you are, it's pointless. Because if you were not that already, you couldn't go on a search. But going on a search, you are missing on what is right here and right now, in this instant. So stop for a moment. Just stop. Stop the chase. And keep quiet. Enjoy your own silence and the stillness. Maybe sit alone with yourself in the silence. Enjoy me time, which is not me, not a separate me. And you'll see that there is nothing wrong with the world. The world is perfect as is. If a war needs to happen to reduce number of people, it will happen. If tsunami is going to happen, for the new life to start, it's going to happen. Maybe there are too many people and they need to be reduced for once. Maybe rabbits are not the pests. Maybe people are the pests. Maybe microbes are not the pests. Maybe we are the pests. And who cares? Just be what you are. Contained and satisfied with what you have. Yet, tsunami might arise in our heads. And lots of storms might happen in our lives to make us have a look. It doesn't mean that someone who is self-contained and who doesn't strive for much, who is happy with what they have, can recognize the true nature before you, who might have lots of issues and who might seem angry and anxious. It often happens where we have to suffer a lot and then have a look in ourselves and ask ourselves, who am I? What am I? What is talking? What is thinking? Is there anything in this body separate? Like a little monster locked in that does all the thinking and the talking and that claims anything happening to me in here, separate me. Someone wants to harm me. This is a me who is unwell, who is exhausted, who is sick, who is suffering. Poor little me. But have a look. Is there is such a thing as separate me, ego, or self-center. So who measures that away from? So keep quiet. Enjoy your own silence and the stillness, because you are perfect and complete. There's nothing wrong with humbleness, because humbleness means true courage that has no end and limits. You are infinite, limitless, courageous being. You are that. Thank you.